Hello friends, welcome to AffairsCloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affairs of 28th of October 2020. You can see here are very two important news, but today we will discuss 5 to 6 very important current affairs of the day. But before proceeding, I want to discuss about the AffairsCloud subscription that you can subscribe our AffairsCloud current affairs PDFs by two methods. That is, if you want to visit our website, that is AffairsCloud/current affair, you can subscribe by website also, or there is a very easy link given in the description box. The link directly goes to the subscription area, so you can directly visit the description box. What you will get in the PDF, you will get the daily PDF. That is very important because daily current affairs will be provided in the PDF form. Weekly PDF, that is weekly wise arranged so that you can revise the current affair week wise also. And there is a weekly test so that you can evaluate yourself that how much current affairs you can retain in your mind. And there is a monthly PDF. That is very important because we are providing you 5 type of monthly PDFs. One is related to the top 100 questions of the month. Second is related to the banking, finance and the economy news so that the banking aspirants can take benefit from this type of the PDF. Third is the current affairs pocket PDF. As the name suggests, it is very important to revise the current affairs very quickly nearby exam. And last but not the least, that is the question and answer PDF. All the current affairs will be arranged in the form of question and answer so that you can retain and you can revise the current affair. So all this package basically comes under at very minimal cost. If you visit the site, you will realize that and you will surprise to see the this nominal cost. And on that nominal cost, we are providing you 10% extra discount, guys. If you use this code, that is ASH10, then you will get the 10% extra discount on that minimum price. So you can see here the 28th of October news, and here is our first question. Which organization in Australia, CSIRO, the important word is the CSIRO, launched India-Australia Circular Economy Hackathon? So there is a 2 or 3 things important in the question. One is the India-Australia Circular Economy Hackathon. It means it will improve the India and Australia bilateral relation. This is important. And second, what is this CSIRO? CSIRO means Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization of Australia. That is Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization of Australia. And they tied up with the Niti Aayog, guys. That is the National Institution of Transforming India. That is Planning Commission was abolished in 2014-15 and a new organization was created, that is the Niti Aayog. So all you know, there is a mission going of the Niti Aayog, that is the AIM, that is AIM, Atal Innovation Mission, and who is currently the director of additional secretary of basically the, or you can say the mission director of the Atal Innovation Mission, that is the Ramanan Ramanathan. So remember, Ramanan Ramanathan is currently the mission director of the Atal Innovation Mission. This is very important question. And next important thing is the India's Australia Circular Economy Hackathon. What is this thing? The focus of this hackathon is to the identification and development of innovation technology, and they are providing basically solution by bright-minded students. It means they are searching the bright-minded students who can basically lead to the innovation technology, who can basically you can say the research on the innovation technology. They are not only searching the bright-minded student, they are also searching the startups, micro small industries, and you can say but all the students, all the startups and all the MSME should belong to both nations, like either India or the Australia. So this is the basic purpose of the economy hackathon. So remember, it is just to find the innovative technology solutions. So not important, but you have to remember if you are writing something about the India-Australia relation, then you can write this thing also. And guys, Niti Aayog, and you have to remember one most important thing in this question is the who is the mission director of the Atal Innovation Mission. That is the Ramanan Ramanathan. Remember this. And India-Australia Circular Economy Hackathon, IACE. That is the IACE. Remember this. Move to next question. Archaeological Survey of India, that is the ASI, and which institute signed a MOU for creating a network of sharing skills for restoration and protection of historical monuments? All you know, that is the Archaeological Survey of India, because the function of Archaeological Survey of India is to restore and protect the historical monuments. Now they signed up with one IIT so that they can use the IIT skills to restore and protect the historical monuments. So question is very simple and the answer is again very simple, that is the IIT Kanpur. Remember, in the Uttar Pradesh, IIT Kanpur will sign a pact with the Archaeological Survey of India and a university in the Venice, because Italy is very famous to protect the historical monuments. That's why both tied up with the university in the Venice. And no need to remember the name of the university in the Venice. Just remember, University of Venice also tie up with the Archaeological Survey of India and the IIT Kanpur. Now, how these three organizations will protect? Basically, these three institutes or the three groups will promote collaboration and activities in areas such as the scientific studies, you can say, skill sharing. All the three organizations can share the skills, the exchange of knowledge. Yes, very important. That's why there is IIT Kanpur. And experience and the academic materials and publication, so that the IIT Kanpur can collaborate to restore the historical moments. So these are all things by the collaboration, so that maximum to maximum historical monuments can be restored and be protected. So guys, remember, it is the IIT Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh. You can see here that is the IIT Kanpur and Archaeological Survey of India, and there is a university in the Venice, that is the Foscari University of Venice. So remember this also. So this is the important. Moving to next question, and most important question: under which scheme Uttar Pradesh secures first rank in disbursing loans? Guys, this is most important question, because UP is the first state. It means first rank basically secured by the Uttar Pradesh government under the which scheme? You have to tell me what is the name of the scheme in disbursing loans, and the answer is Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi scheme. So remember, Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi scheme. Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi stands for Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi. Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme. And Madhya Pradesh is the second, guys. Remember, UP is the first, Madhya Pradesh is second. And you have to remember that Uttar Pradesh disburse about 3 lakh beneficiaries. 3 lakh beneficiaries get loan from under this scheme, that is the Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi scheme. If I am telling you the three states, first is the UP, guys, second is the Madhya Pradesh, and third is the Telangana. Remember this. Remember, third is the Telangana. And one more important thing in this question is the Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi scheme. What is this scheme? Prime Minister Swanidhi scheme. It is basically a collateral-free working capital loan up to rupees 10,000 for the tenure of the 1 year to the subsidized rate of interest to approximately 50 lakh street vendor. So that they can retain their livelihood. They can basically clear their livelihood dues which are pending. It is basically given to the street vendors, hawkers in the urban areas or the rural areas. So it was launched on the 1st June of the 2020 when lockdown was going on. So to basically regain the strength in the street vendors confidence, so that's why this type of the scheme is started. And guys, remember, up to 10,000 rupees collateral free working capital with the time period of 1 year will be given to the street vendor, and very subsidized rate of interest will be given to the 50 lakh street vendors. This is the Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi scheme or the Prime Minister Swanidhi scheme. Remember, and Uttar Pradesh is the Uttar Pradesh got the first rank under the Swanidhi scheme. Now, Uttar Pradesh is very famous, guys, because there is a Dudhwa National Park, very important, Dudhwa National Park, remember, in Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh government secures first rank. So remember this. Moving to next question: which bank partnered with IIFL Finance for managing gold assets? Now, two important things in this question. One is this organization IIFL, and second is the name of the bank. First of all, let's discuss about IIFL Finance. You have to remember that this is a NBFC, that is the non-banking financial company, and its headquarters is in the Mumbai, Maharashtra. So there are two things about the IIFL Finance, that is the Mumbai-based NBFC, that is the non-banking financial company. Now, which bank I am talking about? That is the CSB Bank. That is the Catholic Syrian Bank. Catholic Syrian Bank, that is the one of the, you can say, the oldest private sector bank in India. And IIFL, with its vast branches network, will source new business from markets where CSB Bank does not have an adequate branch network. It means IIFL will basically provide the branch network to the CSB Bank, so that they can penetrate the lower strata of the customers and the rural areas. It means this will basically scale up the customer base of the CSB Bank. So not so much important, but you can remember by the name of the bank, that is the CSB Bank. So CSB Bank and IIFL joins hand for offer gold loans in the untapped location. It means where the CSB Bank network is not there, then IFL NBFC will approach that areas. So it will basically scale up the customer base in the rural areas also. So that's why I am talking about the untapped locations. Now moving to next question, and it is, guys, most important question. Which country recently added in Malabar Exercise? Now all you know that Malabar Exercise basically lies in the three countries, that is the Japan, India and the USA. But now it becomes the Quad Exercise because fourth country added in the Malabar Exercise, and this country, guys, Australia. This country is Australia, and it is with the request of the USA. So guys, remember, it is Australia who is recently added in the Malabar Exercise. You can see here, Australia on board for Malabar Naval Exercise, first Quad military war games. So remember, this is most important question. It will be asked by the examiner that Malabar Exercise took place with which countries. So remember, now there are not two countries with India, there are three countries with India. So it will form a group of the quadrilateral group. It means the 4-country group. Now moving to our next question. Who is the author of the book titled Night of the Restless Spirits, Stories from 1984? So guys, not so much important book, but I marked under the important section because of this 1984 year, because it is very important year, especially for the Punjab areas and the you can say the neighboring areas of the Punjab, because there are so much violence in the 1984 in that areas. So stories from 1984, Night of the Restless Spirits, and this book is written by, that is the Sarabpreet Singh. So remember, the answer is B, that is the Sarabpreet Singh. The book basically talks about the many stories of the ordinary people, what capture the horrors and the uncertainties of 1984 through the eyes of Sikhs around the world. The book is published by the Penguin Publisher. So remember the name, that is the 1984, and the book is written by the Sarabpreet Singh, and book name is the Night of the Restless Spirit. So this is the main aim. I already told you, this is basically around the areas of the Punjab in the 1984. So you can see the picture, that is the Night of the Restless Spirit, stories from 1984, that is the Sarabpreet Singh. Move to next question. Who discovered water on sunlit surface of moon on Clavius crater? Now there are two or three things. One is the Clavius crater. Second is the who discovered this water on that Clavius crater of the moon. Now first of all, we are discussing with the Clavius crater, one of the largest crater visible from Earth, located in the moon's southern hemisphere. Moon's southern hemisphere, not in the northern hemisphere. So it is the one of the largest crater. It is visible from the Earth and located in the moon's southern hemisphere. So the result is basically published by the latest issue known as the Nature's Astronomy. So this result is basically discovered by NASA's SOFIA mission. Now what is the SOFIA? SOFIA means that is the stratospheric observatory for infrared astronomy. Remember, I am repeating again, stratospheric observatory for infrared astronomy, and this mission confirmed that there is a water on the sunlit surface of the moon. It means on the southern hemisphere area, there is a crater known as the Clavius crater. On that area, there is a deposition of the water content. So that's why the discovery is very important on the area of the moon. And this discovery indicates that water may be distributed across the lunar surface and not limited to the cold and the shadowed places, because lunar surface means the some type of the rays are coming on that area, and the water is also present in that area. So this is very important, and is the NASA SOFIA. So there are two or three things important. One is the NASA SOFIA mission, and it is related to the moon mission. You have to remember, one is the Clavius crater, second is the water presence in the Clavius crater. So three or two things are very important, guys. Remember this. And all you know about the NASA's headquarters is in the Washington DC, that is in the United States. And who is the administrator of NASA? That is the James Bridenstine. So remember this. You can see in the picture also that there is a proof of the water, that is the H2O molecules in the southern area of the Clavius crater. So it is discovered by the SOFIA mission. Next question, and it is not so much important, so I didn't mark under any category. Vigilance Awareness Week is observed annually in India from which date to which date by Central Vigilance Commission. Now here are two or three things are important. One is the week time period. Second is the Central Vigilance Commission. The Central Vigilance Commission basically is the non-constitutional body. Remember, it is a non-constitutional body and it is not written in the constitution. And now we are talking about the Vigilance Awareness Week. Now, why this week is celebrated? This week is basically celebrated to observe you can say, raise the awareness on vigilance issues. It means just to tackle the corruption areas. So that's why there is a Vigilance Awareness Week. And what is the theme? That is the Satark Bharat, Samriddh Bharat. That is Vigilant India, Prosperous India. And this is celebrated between, that is the 27th of October to 2nd of November. So remember, 27th of October to 2nd of November. You can see 27th October to 2nd November. And what is the theme? That is the Satark Bharat, Samriddh Bharat, so that we can eliminate the corruption. This is the basic aim of the Vigilance Awareness Week. And this is basically falls on the, you can say, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel birthday. So that's why it was celebrated, because 31st of October is the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel birthday anniversary. So that's why in the middle of this 31st, 3 days before and 3 days after, you can say, this day is celebrated or this week is celebrated. Now, next day is the 74th Infantry Day. That is the 27th of October 2020. Not so much important day, but you can remember that it is the first time that the first military event of India after independence on 27th of October 1947 against Pakistan intrudes in Kashmir. That's why the 27th of October is celebrated. I am repeating again, on 27th of October to commemorate the courage and sacrifice of the infantryman who fought in the first military event of India after independence on 27th of October 1947 against Pakistan in Kashmir. So that's why this day is celebrated. So remember, 74th Infantry Day. So for the first time, all the top commanders and the colonels of the regiments of Indian Army pay tribute to infantrymen at the National War Memorial in the New Delhi. So this is the important day, but you can say that very rude examiner can ask this type of question. Otherwise, not so much important that it can be asked in the exam, because so many important days are pending here. So it can be asked in the exam. So otherwise, remember this. Move to next question. That is the veteran Gujarati actor Naresh Kanodia dies. I talked about his brother yesterday, but now he also dies. I also talked about the Naresh Kanodia. The duo is very famous in the Gujarat. Even you can say were very famous in the Gujarat. And yesterday I talked about his brother, that is the Mahesh Kanodia. Now he also dies. Very important question, because he is known as the superstar of the Gujarati cinema. Basically, Amitabh Bachchan of the Gujarati cinema. I am in the simple words. He is also a magician. He is a very famous superstar. I already compared with Amitabh Bachchan, so that's why you can know that he is very famous. And he dies because of you can say the cardiac arrest. That is he was admitted in the Ahmedabad, but he died. So remember, guys, Naresh Kanodia and Mahesh Kanodia, both brothers died. And this musical pair basically not even more in the India or the world or the, you can say, on the earth. So this is very sad news. I am deeply stagnant. Now, not to remember, just read news. Already we are covering so many news under this, but today there are only 2 news which you don't have to remember. Just read these news. World Day for Audiovisual Heritage 2020. That is the 27th of October. So no need to remember, just read so that you can just remember this audio visual. Audio you can remember by 2, 7 is the name of the visual. So you can remember this. New species of flowering plant discovered in Shyadri Mountains in Maharashtra. And the name is the Chinops Shyadrika. So remember, if I am wrong in the pronunciation, forgive me, but I think the pronunciation is right. But that is the Echinops or the Chinops. Basically, it is pronunciation. It is pronounced as the Chinops Shyadrika. So remember, guys, this is again not so much important, but just read. And guys, there is one little mistake in the last, you can say, current affair. It means the 27th of October current affairs. I am again covering this news so that you can correct that question. Bombay Stock Exchange signed a MOU with which organization to support small and medium enterprises and startups to promote their listing on the exchange? It means the organization will help will help the startups and the you can say the small and medium enterprises to list in the Bombay Stock Exchange, and Bombay Stock Exchange will provide the benefits to the listed companies. And this basically organization name is the ICCI. Yesterday I am talking about the bank. The bank is the ICICI, but now I am talking about the organization. So the question is not related with the bank, it is basically related with the organization. So remember ICCI. Now what is this organization? ICCI stands for Inventivepreneur Chamber of Commerce and Industries. I am writing the spelling so that there will be no confusion. INVENTIVE, INVENTIVE PRENEUR. That is the Inventivepreneur. So remember this, and it is the Chamber of Commerce and Industry which is supporting the startups and the you can say the small and medium industries to list under the Bombay Stock Exchange. It will provide the support in evaluating the SMEs and the startup for listing on the Bombay Stock Exchange, and ICCI will also sanitize the investor network about the listed SMEs and the startups. ICCI will offer global industry connection to the Bombay Stock Exchange startup. So you have to just remember the name of the organization, that is, it is not ICCI Bank, it is basically ICCI. That was wrongly basically you can say the communicated to you in the yesterday class. So you can see here BSc signs MOU with ICCI, not with the ICCI. So guys, correct this question and correct this answer. And thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please subscribe this channel, and guys, please provide 300 video likes so that we can make more videos on the different contents. And it is AffairsCloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section, and it is my personal promise that if you are watching videos for 1 month, and if you are also reading the current affairs from the PDF, both are done by you simultaneously, then your current affairs section will go strong. And it is very important, if you are doing both the things, then your current affairs section 101% will go up. And guys, thank you for watching this video, and take care.